What's up, everybody? Coach Zai here. Happy Saturday. There is no game 7. The Lakers beat down the Warriors in game 6. I feel like a lot of things happened that we've talked about. I told you guys, everybody kept saying LeBron and AD were wore down. The Warriors looked wore down. Their jump shots were short. Clay and Curry just never really got it going. And the role players did not play nearly as well as they did in game 5. Shout out to Darvin Ham. He goes with Dennis, and Dennis kind of sets the tone by guarding Steph and his pace. And it really just came down to LeBron and AD. AD had over 20 rebounds. LeBron came out very aggressive, took advantage of Wiggins, who you could tell was a little bit hurt. And then other than that, really other than Draymond, the Warriors had no answer for LeBron at all. And so they're just able to really just take advantage of him. With their size, in the presence of playing at home, right? So they really just take advantage of the Warriors. And when Draymond got in foul trouble, and so if he has to guard LeBron, Looney guards AD, that's just a disadvantage, even if Looney plays well. I thought Russell was better, came out more aggressive, really took advantage of when Steph was on him, and obviously Austin played well. I thought Rui gave good minutes off the bench as well. So, overall, great series. Phil Handy, they get a solid grade. I'd give them an A- in that series. They adjusted. They didn't overreact. And they stuck to who they are. LeBron was great. I don't care what anybody says. He played a very good series. AD was great. Yeah, he'll have a bad game or two, but, consistently just dominating the paint, especially on the defensive end. And then, the role players were solid. They did some good things. So overall, as a Lakers fan, you got to feel good, Laker Nation. We feel good right now. So, let's talk about the Warriors a little bit, their future, what I think they'll happen. I don't know. You don't want to be the guy that overreacts over one series. They ran into a very good Lakers team. I think the Lakers have not got enough credit all year. Obviously, there's some turmoil between Poole and Draymond. Kuminga, there's interesting what's going on with him. I think they could have used him this series, kind of like Alani Walker. Just go get us some buckets. DiVincenzo is a better player than I think most people thought he would turn out to be. He fits that system well. So they've got some interesting things they've got to decide. Will Draymond and Clay take pay cuts and they try to go get somebody else? I think ultimately that's what will happen. And I think they'll try to get one more ring. And will it happen next year? I don't know. It just depends on what kind of moves they can make. But if they're not able to make moves, that roster itself is probably not going to win a championship. Wiggins would have to be consistently better. And I'm not going to overjudge Wiggins. I understand what he's went through and still going through some stuff. So I'll give him a chance to bounce back next year. But I don't know. It may be time to move Wiggins. Maybe you try to move Looney after he played well. It just depends. Again, you don't want to be like the Suns. You don't want to give up all your depth. And, and then you're just left with a couple stars. So I don't know. Can you go get a cat? Can you go get, I don't know. Could you go steal Julius Randle? I'm not a big Julius Randle fan, but could you go get him? So that's the thing. That's the question. Can they go get some guys that can help them be more physical and, especially in series like this, so that's where I'm at with the Warriors. Credit to Steve Kerr, and I'm not a big Steve Kerr guy. He said that it came down to games 1 and 4. And when we really look back at the series, that's really what it did come down to, was that the Lakers stole a game in game 1 that the Warriors made over 20-something threes. And then in game 4, the Warriors were up double digits, and the Lakers came back in the fourth quarter. I think the Lakers started down 8 and went on an 8-0 run to start the fourth. So, Steve Kerr said the Lakers outplayed the Warriors in moments that mattered in the series, and is absolutely correct. Now, let's talk about the Lakers. The Lakers are showing very much like the bubble team. And what I mean by that is they steal a game on the road, they take care of home court advantage, and they active rest some of these games. Game 5s have been that way versus Memphis and the Warriors, where they just kind of go through the motions. They don't have the same pep in their step. And then they dominate. Game 6, pretty much the Lakers are saying this is a 6-game series. We're going to win 4 out of 6, and that's our mindset. We don't want to play any game 7s. It's worked out. I thought it was playing a little bit of fire with the Warriors, but it worked out. They dominated. That game was never... I know everybody, and including myself, you had that feeling like, oh, we're letting the Warriors hang around. They might make that run. It never came. It never even got that close. I think the Lakers could have won by 40. just dominated from the tip, to be honest with you. So very exciting time. We can go right into the Nuggets. My initial thoughts, you can't take too much from the Nuggets and Phoenix because Kevin Durant, Devin Booker make such tough shots that no other team really takes shots like that. So on offense, I think we got to put Joker and MPG in as many MPJ, not MPG, my goodness, MPJ in as many ball screen switching actions as possible. And we've got to be able to control the pace and get those kind of matchups that we need. The role players are going to have to shoot well. They're going to have to outshoot the Nuggets role players, which will be very, very tough. But we need that. You don't got to outshoot them every night. You got to we got to outshoot them 2 out of 4 nights probably. To be honest with you, 2 good nights where the role players. AD's got to be very, very efficient against Joker, and obviously LeBron. Aaron Gordon did a really good job on Kevin Durant the last couple games of the series. If you watched any of the Nuggets and Phoenix, so Gordon, he's going to be ready to guard LeBron. I'm telling you. But can they get the matchups? MPJ is not a good defender. Murray's a little small. KCP. Can they get guys like that? And KCP's a good defender. Obviously, he was a Laker, a champion. Can they get those kind of matchups to get LeBron on the post? And can Reeves and those guys break them down? So it'll be interesting. I think he'll leave Dennis in the starting lineup. So Dennis will match up with Jamal. D'Lo will be on KCP. Reeves will be on MPJ, which is a little small. But MPJ is like a shooter. He runs off a lot of screens. He's very catch and shoot. So he's very similar to Bane. And Clay, he's just about 2 or 3 inches taller. And if he gets it going, he has a sweet, sweet stroke. You'll see it. LeBron will guard Aaron Gordon, and obviously AD and Joker will match up with each other. Some things the Lakers got to think about right away: transition defense and rebounding have to be the top 2 things that the coaching staff is reiterating to these guys. Because if you don't rebound, you don't get back, the Nuggets will wax us game 1. It will be over before it even starts. And then ball screen defense with Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is a dog. He's one of my favorite players in the league right now. Very, very good. He does have some bad shooting nights, and for the Lakers to win, they're going to need that. And Dennis and Vanderbilt are going to have to be solid. They're going to have to get after a little bit, and they're going to have to defend. D'Lo, I need him to rebound a little bit better, and I need him to not watch the ball so much. Just be locked in. So I think they'll be okay. Joker and AD give each other the same issue. Joker's a little bit bigger, so he's going to abuse AD in the post a little bit. But AD traditionally has gave Joker buckets because he's a little bit quicker, and the way he moves and can shoot the jumper, Joker's not really used to that. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm sure they're going to put AD in a lot of ball screens, those short rolls. He's going to get a lot of those floaters and mid-range jumpers. AD could have a very, very big series. I talked about this a little in my last video. Anthony Davis is 8 games away from hanging his banner up there with Magic Johnson, LeBron, Kobe, Paul Gasol, Shaq, Kareem. The list goes on, right? He's 8 games away. Because if he can take down the Joker, and then he can go beat Boston, who I think will win Game 7 and then win the East, that's it. He'll be his jersey will be up there with the greats of LA. That's crazy to think about, but that's the motivation for Anthony Davis right now. I think the Lakers can win this series in 6. I also think the Lakers could lose in 5. So they got to be locked in. 2 days rest. Game 1 is Tuesday. We'll see what they can do. They've come out very aggressive in Game 1s. I don't know. I expect Nuggets to win Game 1. I expect them to kind of run away. And then I expect the Lakers to have some magic Game 2. And then win Games 3 and 4 and be up 3-1. It could be the other way around. I don't see the Lakers losing at home right now. They're playing so well. I think they got lucky and won Game 4 against the Warriors. And their role players are just playing confident. And LeBron now is tasting that ring. And that's a scary, scary sight. But the Nuggets have been legit all year. They are the favorites. So I'm not telling you. I'm just telling you as a Lakers fan. There's something special about this team. So I feel it. But, the Nuggets are the best team in the NBA right now. So we're going to have to play better than we have. As LeBron said, each level gets harder. Well, it definitely gets harder. Joker is a dog. He passes the ball so well. He can shoot it. You can't be lazy. So if Anthony Davis thinks his job just got easier, it got much, much harder in a different way. So, again, when the Lakers need to be efficient, they were very, very efficient last night. I think LeBron was like 9 of 14. Davis didn't take that many shots, but he made a lot. Reeves was efficient, and D'Lo, was pretty efficient. So they need to be efficient. They need to get to the free throw line. That's very, very crucial for the Lakers. I don't want to hear this, the NBA, the Lakers are just aggressive, and they attack the paint, and they're very good at finding matchups that you either are going to get scored on or you're going to foul, one or the other. And that's really what the Lakers are very, very good at. Credit to LeBron for that, in my opinion. And so that's what I think this all comes down to, is that LeBron is so locked in mentally right now. He knows exactly what he wants to do every possession and what he wants his team to do every possession. So like I said, I'm very, very excited to take down the champs and to take them down in that kind of that, hey, you thought you had a chance, but you had no chance. It was an awesome feeling, and I'm very, very excited for it. And I'm just pumped. I'm pumped. So, Nuggets in 4. Happy Saturday, y'all. Tell your loved ones you love them. Stay blessed. Coach Zy, out.